Hi there, 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗘𝗘 here. When you're speaking at conferences on large stages with cameras, it's really important to decide how you're going to move. Movement is extremely important because movement is another texture that adds color to your presentation and to your delivery of your presentation. So when you're thinking about the stage at a conference, say it's a 1,000-seat theater, like a TED Talk or something. So you've got audience in front of you, you have audience to your left and audience to your right. So how are you going to move? When you think about moving, think about why you're moving, where you're moving, and when you are going to move. So I always think of it as a triangle, okay? You've got the front of the stage, you've got the back of the stage. If you're using a screen, most likely if it's a large conference, it will be above you, so you don't have to worry about being in front of it. So you want to spread the love. So you could start in the center. You start as you mean to continue. Boom, take center stage right away. Because remember, your presentation is only backing vocals. You are the main vocals. So take center stage. The audience has come to hear you, not to look at your PowerPoint presentation. Yes, that's important if it's supporting your story, but really they want to hear you tell the story. You are the main event, you are the lead vocals, you are the center of attention on the stage. So take center stage. Then you've got to change it up because our eyes can get bored, just like our ears can get bored. You have to change up your vocal delivery. You also have to change up your physical delivery, how we see you and what we are seeing. Using your hands is very important. Eye contact is really important. So if you started in the center, then think about moving to the right. Give the love over to this side of the audience. Then maybe you go over to this side of the audience and you give a bit of the love over there. Then maybe you come back into the center. But you've got to change it up. You've got to keep pushing that attention button. You've got to change something every now and then. Otherwise, we'll get bored and we'll stop listening, which is exactly the opposite of what you want. Now, when you're moving around the stage, I often will let my eyes lead me. So if I'm going to move over to this side of the stage, then I will let my eye contact lead me over to this side of the stage. If I'm going to move over here, then I will let my eyes lead me, because that gives me a reason to move over to that side of the stage. Otherwise, you just end up moving like this, which is just a bit weird, and you don't want that to happen. So, why am I moving? Where am I moving? And how am I moving? Okay, so there's going to be different places in your story that will lend themselves to making a move. Maybe you move on to a new piece of information. Maybe you move on to a new chapter in that story. Maybe you start to tell a personal story. So when you change information, it's often an opportunity to move to a new place, to make a movement, to make a move. So your text can help you see places where you can move, and your movement will reflect the different parts of your story.